Are you looking for the god roll? Huh? You looking for the god roll so that you can just freaking annihilate the entire enemy team? Huh? You want to just 3-tap them in the head with this thing? You want to know what to do so that the Austringer is the best gun in the game? It's actually not the best gun in the game. It's actually kind of mid-tier, but... Do you want to know how to do it, baby? Well, I got a little friggin' video for you. Hey guys, Mtash here, and today I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite Austringers. These are the ones that have the best rolls that I currently have, and I want to talk about why they're so good. I want to talk about how I could maybe make them better, and I want to give you guys an idea of Austringers that might be the god roll for you. Now, these videos have been done, but I want to talk a little bit more practically. I want to talk about why one of my god rolls might be terrible for the average player. And for some subclasses, it's junk, which sounds a little weird. Why would an Austringer be bad for some subclasses? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to talk about this first Austringer because this is probably the best one that I have right now. This is the Rangefinder Eye of the Storm Accurized Extended Barrel. Now, I think that this is a very, very good one. It is maybe a tiny little bit of range, like a sliver of range off the maximum that it could be, but it has a couple of nice little pieces of the puzzle. So extended barrel, while it doesn't give as much range as full bore, it actually gives you better recoil control. It gives you a better recoil pattern, and it actually makes it a little bit easier to use in many people's eyes. You could also get similar range without losing some of the handling if you took something like rifled barrel. There's multiple barrel options that you can do here, guys, but as long as you get like extended barrel, full bore, small bore, there's a bunch of different ones, you're probably okay. The big one, though, that I think is a must-have is Accurized rounds. It's a plus 10 boost to your range, which is actually pretty substantial. It's essentially the same amount of range you get from a ranged masterwork. So that's another piece of the puzzle, is it has to be a ranged masterwork if you want an absolute god roll. But having these two alone, that's giving you like this much range. Like that is a very large chunk of range. 20 extra range for these two slots alone, and you can force one of them. So I mean, you just gotta get Accurized to roll. Now these perks here, there is a bit of flexibility in these, but I've noticed a couple of patterns and things that I've noticed are kind of optimal on this. And I think that Eye of the Storm is probably the one or two best perks in the game. The reason I say that is because as your health gets lower, the gun gets more accurate. You can actually hip fire with it pretty damn effectively. Eye of the Storm is a value pick because every single duel, every single engagement, you will benefit from Eye of the Storm. And so regardless of what subclass you're running, or class, or whatever you want to call it, Eye of the Storm is going to be good. It's going to be valuable. Now, the same thing goes with Rangefinder. It increases your range. It gives you a little bit more zoom, which can help at longer ranges, but it could hurt you in closer ranges. But overall, this is going to make your gun feel crisper. It's going to make it feel like your headshots are really clipping them, right? Actually, one thing to also mention about Eye of the Storm is when your health gets really low, you can literally aim like right here, like beside their head, like either side, and it'll count as a headshot. It like makes the hitbox like this. I don't know why it works, but it's nuts. But Rangefinder, again, very good perk. If you get a roll like this, Rangefinder, Accurized rounds, Eye of the Storm, if this was not Eye of the Storm and something like Outlaw, you've got a pretty damn good gun. It almost perfect. You might even like Outlaw better because you can reload faster, right? There could be little variations, but I think Rangefinder is going to be a very good pickup. Eye of the Storm is going to be a good pickup. Outlaw is going to be a very good pickup. But there's one other one here, and I don't have the perfect roll just yet, but there's one other one that I really like to use. Rampage, Triple Tap, Accurized rounds, and Full Bore. Now, I don't actually have the ranged masterwork, so this isn't as good as it could be. And this gun is not going to be good for everyone. Triple Tap, in most people's opinion, is a bad perk. It's not a good perk. And Rampage, in most people's opinions, is an average perk because it's very hard to keep Rampage going. Now, I could use Rampage spec to keep my Rampage going, but still, in a lot of situations, it doesn't make this gun 2-tap or kill him that much faster. But there's a reason why I like this gun. The reason I like this gun is for one subclass and one subclass only. Bottom tree Striker Titan. So with Frontal Assault and Rampage, and the healing I get from getting a melee kill, as well as the One-Eyed Mask, there are situations where I can 2-tap very, very low armor people. With the Rampage and the stacking bonus from the other ones, it makes it so I can 2-tap people, or I can like headshot body. Like there's some crazy variations because of the damage that I get from all the stacking buffs. But because I'm able to heal with One-Eyed Mask, and I'm able to heal with the melee ability, it allows me to push in constantly with Rampage. The only other class that might be able to abuse Rampage like this would be Devour Voidwalker, because you're going to heal after every kill. But it requires a little bit of setup. You need to get a kill within that time frame. You know, there's things that can go wrong with it. But Rampage on this gun is incredible for being really aggressive and doing some nutty, goofy stuff. But the other piece of the puzzle here is triple tap mixed with backup mag. Now, triple tap, you have to land 3 headshots in a row to get just 1 ammo back. Eye of the Storm here would be a really good choice, but the reason I use triple tap is because I land so many headshots in these aggressive pushes that I end up getting a little bit of ammo back. And the only way these pushes work with Rampage is if I'm using triple tap to get some ammo back, as well as my extended magazine from backup mag. Now, I could use like a larger magazine size or something like that, but I think using accurized rounds is still key. I still need that kind of maxed out range if possible. But the mixture of Rampage, triple tap, and backup mag, as well as the healing, makes for one of the most fun setups I've ever used. Now, I don't think that this is best, and for most people, it is not going to be best. Like this is a very personal thing. This is something that I abuse in very limited situations just to mess around in quick play. But I wouldn't recommend this for competitive. I wouldn't recommend this for Iron Banner. I wouldn't recommend this for Trials if it ever comes back. This is something to goof off with. If you want something that's going to be a lot more quality, I got a couple different ones here. Here's another Austringer with a pretty much maxed out roll. Rangefinder, Eye of the Storm, Accurized Round, and Small Bore, which is, you know, it's got some range, got some stability. This is a pretty good choice as well. But the big ones here are Accurized Rounds is a must-have. I don't think you need backup mag. Backup mag is because, again, I like to do these long multi-kill pushes where I'm healing and being really aggressive. Optimally, you'd want to use a couple different things. You could try Counterbalance. I don't know if that's going to help you that much. If you're on console, you might want to try Target Adjuster because that could help you. You could even use Radar Tuner if you're really interested. But a big one would be Icarus Grip. I think Icarus Grip would be a great choice on this gun. Backup mag is for if you really want to lay down fire long term. If you want to have 14 shots where you're constantly raining in enemies, awesome. If you're one of those players that's more focused on winning a 1v1 engagement, I would say Icarus Grip is going to be good to catch someone off guard. If you jump above a box and tap them in the head, could be a great choice for you. But the perks on here would probably change. I would say going for Rangefinder Outlaw would be good because you win that 1v1 and then you can reload right away, be ready for the next guy. Or, again, Rangefinder Eye of the Storm is going to be good because in that duel, every single time you duel, you're going to get that extra accuracy. And once you get used to it and feel confident with it, you're going to be landing your shots so nicely, so crisp. There's a couple other variations you might want to go with, but those are my favorites. I think this is probably best, or as close to good as you can. I think just because of the value proposition. So those are my recommendations. If you guys get an Austringer roll that you love, I'd love to hear it. Post it in the comments, okay? Let me know. Share your wealth. Maybe you've got this secret underdog perk that works really well for your build. I don't know. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you're looking for an awesome drink to get you through your day, advanced.gg. Go check out the product focus. Use the code NTASHED for 10% off at checkout. Links are in the description. Go, 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 go.